Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel. How you doing? How you doing? Coming in and sitting down because today we're eating breakfast, or I should say I'm gonna have to go out and try breakfast because this stupid back here refuses to make breakfast anymore, or really anything.
I'm on strike. I'm not cooking until you let me sunbathe naked in the front lawn.
I'm not gonna let you sunbathe in the front yard. It's disgusting, Margaret. It's disgusting. You think she's naked now? There's a whole, those little thermometer caps or whatever those come off. You just don't want to. You don't want to see that. So that got me thinking. I'm gonna have to go out and try to get some breakfast. With diners all over the nation closing down, I might have to stick to a chain. But which chain is the best? That's right. Today we're gonna be ranking the best chain diners in America. There might be some international. Is IHOP international, Margaret?
Yes, it's everywhere.
Do you think IHOP's actually international?
Yes.
You say that as if you. Is there any? Is there any fact based around that?
I just know. I've been everywhere. To all the IHOPs.
You've been to all the IHOPs.
Yeah, and Cracker Barrel.
Oh, God. Yeah, so actually, we got to figure out what are the 5 most important breakfast chain restaurants in America. Dare I say the world. 1, of course, we're going to be stopping by Denny's. 2, Cracker Barrel. 3, IHOP. 4, Bob Evans. And 5, Waffle House. Now, granted, not all of these are going to be worldwide or nationwide. But after looking up one article, not doing a lot of research, these were the top 5. And I will say that I have been to all of them before in my past. So this is going to be a nice trip down memory lane while also ranking what is the best restaurant chain in America. So let's get to it. All right, first up we have Bob Evans. Pretty much, I would say all of these diners, like diners in general, breakfast spots, are an area for the elderly to converse, or basically it's like the one place they get to go a day. And I will say, I will be making fun of elderly people. People got upset about that in the nursing video.
It's always such a fun way for old people to go down. Oh, they just fall down. I can't.
Can I not joke about the elderly? Can we not? I'm going to today, so buckle up. Because let me tell you, the way that we're ranking these is price, food. How does a cup of coffee taste there? How many elderly people are lurking around, and it touches with the ambiance a bit, right? I mean, do I want to go to a place cram-packed with elderly people? I don't think so. Am I elderly?
Yes.
No, I'm not elderly.
You're old.
How old do you think I am?
42.
No.
Yep.
No, not.
That's what Google says.
I'm super young.
All right. How old are you?
I just turned 23 last week. Sorry. Bet you didn't think I was that young, that sprightly, as it were.
You have gray hairs in your beard.
Okay. So we have that, and then did I miss any of them? Oh, service. Service. So it should be based off those. Went to Bob Evans. Let me tell you something. Haven't been to Bob Evans in a long time because it's the quintessential place for old people. It's just, from what I remember, the food was never that good. The atmosphere's weird. It smelled like diapers a lot of the time. Old people love diapers. They have to. They shit themselves. They have to wear diapers. So it smells like diapers, maybe poopy time. But I was surprised by the ambiance of Bob Evans.
It was pleasant.
This was a nice spot. I thought that it was well crafted. The only thing I didn't like was the almost dictatorish photo of Bob Evans himself on a giant sign. And I don't want to know what Bob looks like. Do I want to know what Robert Evans looks like? No. And he had a quote. He had a slogan on the back wall that was, "We treat strangers like friends and friends like family." What the hell does that even mean? I don't know you, Bob, okay? Also, we treat family like lovers. I want to know what happened with Bob's siblings, with his nieces and nephews. Get Bob off the streets. Remove the placards. Otherwise, everything else was pretty nice. Let's talk about the cup of coffee first. I will say this, to my dying breath, Bob Evans has a damn fine cup of coffee. Dare I say, I mean, it was good. I'm not even a big, if you've joined my Patreon and you've seen the cigarette ranking video that we did, I hate black coffee. We did a thing where we drink black coffee and we smoke cigarettes. I fucking hate black coffee. I will say, Bob Evans, smooth. Smooth roast.
Velvety even.
Velvety. God, it was like a piece of satin just going down right down my gullet. Really enjoyed it, like almost like a nice, like a ferret. Was a ferret smooth? Like a seal, like an otter, like a river otter. Sure. Those look smooth. And I will say the service was very, very nice. They were very, also I want to shout out the person. They were like, "Oh, are you from Papa Meat?" I was like, Yes, I am. But other than that, it was all, I mean, like the service was good, but then you get to the food. And this is also what counts in. I'm gonna tie in the elderly thing here in a second. The food was made for those that have no teeth. All of it was mushy. You would have thought that we got mashed potatoes instead of hash browns. Now, Margaret, are you a hash browns or an American potato kind of gal?
I'm a potato girl.
It's telling. So I think that the eggs were very runny, didn't care for that. The food, it was just all underwhelming. Underwhelming so much so that there was a conspiracy that I'm like, these are for people that take out their dentures when they eat, they're gumming it down, it is what it is. And then I started noticing, I said, gosh, there's just a lot of old people in here. And then Jacob was like, there's only one table. Just a hair too many old people.
There's only one table full of old people.
There's one over there. Look in
That's
the
what I'm
corner.
saying, just one table.
And then what fucking happened? He blinked and then there they came. Like Field of Dreams. Open the Bob Evans sign and they will come. It was unfucking believable. Like moths to a flame, the Bob Evans. It was noon. We went after even the fucking breakfast crowd. And there was tons of old people lurking around and they just lurk. And I will say, I got the bill. We have to also base this off the price here. $44. Also, at all these places, we got their specials. What was the Bob Evans one? It's like the farmhouse special or something like that? It was the farmhouse special.
Sausage was like a salt bomb.
The sausage was a salt brick. Nick liked it. Nick also, he snapped at the waitress, grabbed her by the wrist real hard. Thank you.
Chocolate milk.
You realize that we're here to like rip. And he demanded a chocolate milk. Therefore, and also for people who don't know, Nick's like lactose intolerant. So why he would want that, I don't know, because it makes him like no other. So basically, from there forth, we said you have to get a chocolate milk at every restaurant we go to, but you have to chug it as soon as you get it.
God, dude. God damn.
And he did. And let me tell you, the consequences, you'll see that soon enough.
This video is sponsored by PDS Debt. Debt has a way of building up. You miss one bill, oh, then another. Pretty soon, debt collectors are calling you, looking to take away everything. Golly. The good news is, there's still a way out. Whether it's a credit card debt, personal loans, collections, or medical bills, PDS Debt can find a personalized solution for you. PDS Debt has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau, boasting thousands of 5-star reviews on Google, plus a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. That's because PDS Debt has helped hundreds of thousands find solutions to get out of debt in just a fraction of the time. And there's no minimum credit score required. PDS Debt is here to help you save more, pay off your debt faster, and start putting money back where it belongs. Being in debt and not having any money can be extremely stressful. I went through that for a long portion of my life, and I sincerely hope I never have to go through it again. Try to avoid debt, and if you think it may help, give PDS Debt a try. You're 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment and find the best option for you right now at pdsdebt.com/papameat. That's pdsdebt.com/papameat. Thank you to PDS Debt for sponsoring this video. Hey, now let's get back to the video.
But for the two specials, $44 for 4 cups of coffee, some water,
Chocolate milk.
Nick's chocolate milk that he scarfs down. This chocolate milk, $4 for a glass of chocolate milk, and that's not free refills. So I just want to say, $44 is a bit fucking steep, Bob. What were some of the numbers we had for that?
We said the coffee was pretty good.
The coffee was the best part of going to Bob Evans.
4 out of 5 on the coffee.
Coffee, 4 out of 5 at Bob Evans.
Food was 2 out of 5.
I mean, after having gone to all the places, I still think 2 is fair. It was mushy, but it wasn't abhorrent, but it was not, I would not be like clicking my heels trying to go back to fucking Bob Evans for food. Maybe for a coffee.
Ambiance was 3 out of 5, which I think is fair.
Ambiance, we did say 3 out of 5, but I'm wondering. There was just, at the end, the cascading amount of old people. Also, Bob's giant dictator sign. I'm gonna break it down to a 2.
Okay.
It was nice, it was clean, I'm not gonna fault it for that, and the service was 5 out of 5?
4 out of 5.
We can give it 5 out of 5. She was nice.
And then this one, I think we need to rescale. We said the elderly was 5 out of 5, but I don't think you meant that as a positive.
Yeah, it's a 0 out of 5. 0 out of 5. It should be the anti-elderly.
Anti-elderly.
Anti-elderly establishment. It's a 0 out of 5 because those motherfuckers were coming in droves. Like I said, moth to flame. What does it put us at total?
13.
13 points out of, God, what?
Also, the price we didn't rate, we just jotted down the price.
So there's 6 things then. The price so far, I'm not happy with that.
I think it was the most expensive.
This is, I think, the most expensive today, so it's got to be a fucking 1. 14 out of 30. Bob couldn't even make it halfway.
Pretty bad.
This is unbelievable. And you know what? Margaret did say that this was her favorite spot, so I don't know why. Last second defense for Bob Evans by Margaret. Go ahead, Margaret.
I have no teeth, so it's easy to chew. Easy.
She's just disappointing.
What? Why?
Just disappointing altogether. I mean, that was an elderly woman response, don't get me wrong, but also this is the woman who wants to fucking sunbathe in my front yard. And the positive is that she has no teeth. That's why she likes it. She has no teeth, therefore it's good.
I can gum it down.
Next up, we have IHOP.
Don't forget to mention the PSYOP.
Oh, I will. Well, there's a lot of things I'm not going to forget to mention. IHOP, which is arguably one of my least favorite American restaurants. It might even be one of my least favorite restaurants in the world. I hate IHOP, okay? International House of My Ass.
Nice.
Thank you. Also, we have a seasoned veteran who worked at IHOP. Could not stop talking about it the entire day.
I'm having PTSD flashbacks. I've not been in one of these since I left. I was a busboy, dishwasher. Sunday mornings were always horrible. Always. Church crowd coming in.
You would think as if he served 10 years at that place, it was 12 weeks.
I saw live combat, okay?
Saw live combat. How do I describe going to IHOP? The IHOP we went to, and I feel that this is, you know, location is everything, but this feels like it was very similar to any other IHOP I've ever been to before. You walk in, people said it was a heater. I'm almost positive that was a fly zapper.
Is that a bug zapper in the fucking opening?
I think it's a heater.
Is that a bug zapper in the fucking
I think
opening?
it's a heater, but
We can't say for sure it wasn't on, but
Smelled weird.
we walked in and it was like cleaning products, which whatever, but then you're hit with this aroma of like diapers or like piss kind of smell. It just smelled funky right in the entryway.
it was weird. Yeah.
We were sat next to, oh, do I even go in?
I think you have to.
go
It
in.
scarred me and you. You have to talk about it.
I want to reiterate, I don't hate elderly people. All right? I don't, it's not that I enjoy watching them suffer. Things are crazy and it's funny laughing at absurd things. That doesn't mean I'm laughing at the harm or whatever. It's insane.
I have a grandmother.
All right.
How dare you?
My grandmother, if my grandma's watching this, you turn it off and you go back to bed. We sat down, I have to tell you that, I'm sorry. We sat down.
It was like something out of Goosebumps.
I sat down and we walked by this woman. They put us next to this table. This woman was sitting there and her eyes were going 2 different directions and she had this fucking giant piece of egg out of her mouth and she was doing and it was flopping it around. And then like I kind of looked at her a little bit because I didn't want to be rude and be like, what is happening? But I looked at her and like, you're the viewer, you're me. She was like,
Yeah.
it looked right at us, mostly me and Harry. Looked right at us, right through our soul, and I sat down. Jacob tried to have me sit next to the table. I'm like, I'm not fucking sitting next to him. I sat to the right of him.
This place is making me extremely uncomfortable. I want to leave, so please help me go. Please help me.
We're sitting there, there's a fucking child screaming over there, you're gonna leave me! You're gonna leave me! And his brothers and sisters like, we're not leaving you. You're gonna come with us. You're gonna leave me! And then all of a sudden this woman comes around and she's just like, hey, what can I get you to drink? And I'm like, where? I forgot I'm even sitting down to eat. I forgot that we're having breakfast right now. Which led me to believe, because last time Bob Evans, there was like basically all these places with all these old people, you'd assume that like, man, we're on death's door. We are in purgatory. That's what these fucking diners are. They are purgatory. The souls are trying to cross the river of Styx, all right? And yet all of these waitresses are amazing. Super kind people. Why are angels stuck in purgatory with these old people?
I will say, couldn't be a nicer person. It just makes you wonder why so many angels work in such a hellish place.
That's why I know. Why are angels in hell? That's what I want to know. So yeah.
I don't know.
The ambiance was, I gotta say, a 1.
Yeah.
Because also, music, too loud. Real loud. Also like Miley Cyrus, like, put my hands up, play my song, both us in away. Yeah, 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 yeah. Party in the USA. Do I want that in the morning? No, that loud. And I think that somebody complained because halfway through,
Since you've been gone.
Yeah, since you've been gone, and it cut off. but they put an end to that. They did Party in the USA, but they cut that off real quick. And then they brought another one and they turned it real low. So I think someone definitely complained.
The Eggmouth lady was singing along to
She was.
The Eggmouth lady did not sing along. That was the psyop.
Yeah, the psyop.
The psyop was singing along. No, the Eggmouth woman was just, she was looking into like different universes, different dimensions. She was literally like doing a thing where it's like the numbers are flying past her head and she's just like. So we sit there, all right, we put in our order, we get the breakfast sampler, which also, that's a bad fucking name, which I just want to say that too. At least Bob Evans had Farmhouse Classic or something, Farmer's Classic or something.
Name your dish.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah, breakfast sampler. Do you want to just sample what we have? Oh, please, could I? So, everything that we get, it's basically just like scrambled eggs, meat, potato, and pancakes. That was like the big thing. So as we're sitting there, the woman next to us, she has this like sandwich. She takes a bite of it and she like a child. Puts it up on the plate and she's like, I can't, it doesn't even look good. I'm like, okay, well that's a good fucking sign. My breakfast sample I'm sure is gonna be great. So she calls the manager over and she's just like, hey, by the way, this is like disgusting. I'm not gonna eat it. And he's like, okay, well do you want me to get you anything else? No, I don't think so. I think I just don't want to pay for it, which is fine. Totally fair interaction. Nobody was at fault there. Sometimes you just don't like the sandwich, right? It is what it is. But then what happened next? What she does is Nick is also kind of, well, I say discreetly. The guy fucking flails around the camera like he's like he's like waving in an airplane. She leans over and she says, is this video about the IHOP's food?
Hey, what are you doing this survey on? The food?
And we were like, I mean, kind of, yeah, we were doing a little video. She's like, well, you don't listen to what I said because I love IHOP.
Don't listen to what I said, okay? Because I like IHOP.
I just never get the lunch, but I love IHOP. I love everything about IHOP.
My son.
Yeah, she said, my son says that IHOP is a breakfast place, so you shouldn't get anything for lunch or something like that.
You know, my son always said, IHOP is breakfast, it's not lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
So don't do that.
I've heard that before, yeah.
She was nice and all, but then I was just like, what is this? It's like an IHOP psyop, for sure, right? So then I go quiet because I'm like, I'm not playing this game, all right? So I'm secretly rating it because also, what you don't notice is that she is like, imagine, like turn your head, if you're watching this, turn your head slightly away from your computer monitor, and it was like this. You know, you can see me from your peripheral. It felt like that, to where almost the rest of the IHOP conversation, besides the kid screaming that he was gonna like be left behind, which he kind of did for a second. He like had a dead sprint out of the fucking restaurant after his family left. She was just looking at us. So then not only that, but then we get our breakfast sampler. The food is like whatever. It was better than Bob Evans, I can at least say that. But it was like a really forgettable experience. I mean, like the server was awesome. She was great. The coffee was like, it was like black ink from a pen. That's how I would describe it. India ink.
A whole canister on our
And they
table.
give you, and that's another thing too I don't like about IHOP. Like, come over here and pour my coffee, dude. Can we not have a social interaction? Here's your canister. It'll stay real hot. It's like, cool, dude. And then also the coffee cups are from Hobbiton. I thought it was like little play cups. It was all very deceptive. I didn't like it. So basically I'm doing this rating by myself and then Nick starts getting up. The diarrhea is already starting to hit him.
Milk number 2.
He goes in the bathroom, comes out within, I don't know, 10 seconds because the bathroom is like abhorrent. Margaret, what did Nick say the bathroom was like?
He said there was pee all over the toilets and shit in the toilet seats, and it smelled awful.
Would you have taken a shit there, Margaret?
If I had to.
And I'll tell you something too. Nick not taking a shit at a restaurant is bad because that motherfucker, he lays waste to a lot of things, and I think he knows that he's just contributing to the stink. At the studio, I mean, it is abhorrent. You'll walk into a bathroom and you'll be like, ah! You'll have your hair gets burned off, and then from his room, all you hear is, it's that all day.
Stinky.
So, don't fucking say stinky.
Stinky.
That is so f***ed up. Stinky. Fuck you. And also, here's the other problem too. $42. A little cheaper than Bob Evans, but at the end of the day, it feels like it should be cheaper. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. Hold on. So what did we have the service at?
Out of 4 out of 5.
Service was 4 out of 5, and I think that's just
That was
because
the strongest score.
we were thrown out. It was the strongest. It isn't against anything with our server. It was mostly people having their order sent back. That was a throw off. I had to at least dock him one. I saw it was right in front of me.
Yeah, it was literally the table next to us.
It was the
She
table
sent the
literally
sandwich
right
back.
next to us, and then the psyop tried saving them. What about the food?
Food, we said 3 out of 5.
Food's a 3 out of 5. Coffee,
0 out of 5.
0 out of 5. Like I said, it was like drinking India ink. Can't fucking have that. And what was the atmosphere?
Ambiance was 1 out of 5.
Ambiance is 1. If you have the woman who's like transfixing and seeing different universes and gods next to us, that's fine. But then you have a child basically like screaming that his family's leaving him behind, and then you have 2 other people ordering strawberry fucking milkshakes behind you. The ambiance is off. You can't have Billboard Top 1000 from 2009 blaring at the same time as well. Okay, it's a 1. And then the elderly score, we have to give this one -2 out of 5. You cannot have that next to people. And that sounds harsh, but I just mean it was everywhere. Because you notice this, and then it's just pockets of them everywhere. It's not that I don't like elderly people, but I just mean I want a place that has life. You better stop fucking yawning because you're fucking me up. You also
I'm sleepy, bro.
You ate way too much today. Way too much today. Well, guess what? 6 points out of 30. Bob Evans more than doubled their points. I'm staying by the 6 points too. I fucking hated IHOP. But luckily, next we're going to Denny's. Denny's, what can I say about Denny's? Denny's, it feels like a breakfast establishment, doesn't it? The branding's nice. You see Denny's, and it's a little fucking like shape. Yellow shape sitting there. Then you go in there, it's America's Diner.
America.
Ooh.
That's just good branding.
Bold.
And it's not afraid to hold that punch. It says, you know what? It is what it is. We are fucking America's Diner. First off, it had like a 70s feel, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a retro kind of feel to it. I really enjoyed that.
Had a bar.
Had a nice breakfast bar. It was open. There was a nice collection of people there, old and young, families and lovers, all sprawled across. It felt like a good time. It felt like a simpler time for when I was younger. Because sometimes you think about these places and you say, oh, when I was younger, I liked this or that. I didn't have to have that sensation. I was there in the moment. I was living it. It was beautiful.
How's the unibrow look?
Good.
Is it thick?
A little. It's definitely connected.
It feels like a bit of a caterpillar.
And we were sat down by our amazing waitress. We were like, okay, the Grand Slam, which is also a great name for your breakfast day. Fucking name it something. IHOP, fucking breakfast sampler. What is this? I don't know if you want to try it. That's what it feels like. Denny's is like Grand Slam. By the way, you're about to hit a home fucking run with everybody on base. Good luck being the hero. Are you ready for that today? I was like, do you have something? I don't think I'm that guy, you know? But then she comes over and she says, actually, I had the exact same regular Grand Slam, except it's called a Super Slam. And it's fucking like $4 cheaper. It's $8. It's the whole shebang for $8 a piece. I'm in heaven. Nick slams another deal. He's gone for a long time. So long that we start timing it.
Oh, there it is.
I go in to check him. I have a little video. Here's the video.
Hey, Nick? Yeah. You doing okay, buddy? Yeah.
It smells horrible. Horrible in there. When I walked in, I thought I had the perception that there was like 100 count Black Cat firecrackers going off or not. You know, it is 4th of July season. Who knows what happens? Motherfucker was fighting a battle in there, all right? Stop 3, he was in it to win it. He's been down on those things. He's been shaking a little bit afterwards and stuff like that. The food comes out, and it might be the most aesthetically pleasing bacon I've ever seen in my life. Like picture quality bacon. It was so good. The pancakes are amazing. The bacon's delicious. The only problem though, the hash brown. The hash browns, it has the texture of like jasmine rice. You know, like the long, thin rice kind of thing. It just doesn't, not a lot of taste. It's the one negative I had about the whole thing. Well, the coffee was nice too.
Good coffee.
Coffee was good.
Coffee was good. I like the mugs even more though.
Yeah, good mug.
I'd kill for a nice set of Denny's mugs. But the atmosphere after I noticed it, and then, you know what happened at one moment? Right behind Nick, well, when he was there, right behind Harry and Nick, Harry was there the whole time because he didn't have diarrhea, was just a couple, an old couple. Gray in the face and hair, wearing saturated colors, really making the gray on their skin pop. And they were eating a bowl of fruit and conversing and drinking coffee. And it made me think about the golden years and how I yearned for those times. It made it feel all so possible. And that's where I noticed that I wasn't complaining about the elderly, I wanted to be a part of them.
Aww.
And I thought that was a magical moment. And also the server was fucking awesome. And as soon as we were getting ready to walk out, 4 guys sat down in the back and they were playing Magic the Gathering.
Ooh.
Denny's is a 24-hour place where I'm like, that's the kind of place I want to go at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Go up there, hang out, drink coffee, draw for a bit, play Magic with your friends, do whatever. Or if you got a buzz going, kill your buzz at Denny's, getting a big-ass fucking Grand Slam breakfast. Bring your buddy to chug down some chocolate milk and have diarrhea. What's the final scores?
We gave the coffee a 3 of 5.
3 out of 5 feels fair. Mostly the mug. Like I said, I like the mug, but it was a fine coffee. It was no Bob Evans coffee, but it'll do.
Ambiance, 4 out of 5.
Ambiance, 4 out of 5 feels great. Once I said there was just a couple prickly pairs of elderly people in there, but it would be all right.
Food was 4 out of 5, mostly because of the hash browns.
4 out of 5 on the food, just because the hash browns, let me tell you, disappointing. They were disappointing. Everything else was great.
Service, 5 out of 5, like you mentioned. Elderly, 5 out of 5, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
It was a positive experience.
Yeah, the 5 out of 5, 5 out of 5. So what does that give us a total for?
I guess I need you to give me a score for the price.
The price was $34.42. $34.42! $10 cheaper than the competition so far, and far superior in almost every way. 5 out of 5 on the price. 5 out of 5.
That puts us at 28.
28 out of 30?
Wow!
Why are you cheering, dude?
Oh,
You don't like Denny's. You told me you don't like Denny's.
I was just celebrating.
Sorry, 26. 26.
All right, well, the math wasn't there. It's just a 26, a little less impressive. 26 out of 30, it's still there.
Pretty good.
So do you take back what you said about Denny's off
Nope.
camera?
Nope. I still like Bob Evans. He's handsome.
God, put up a picture of Bob Evans. That's who Margaret likes.
Oh, Bob.
No, don't say Bob and look up.
Come on, he's cute.
He's not cute. He's terrible. And I will say, this was a lightning in a bottle, it felt like, because we were immediately brought back down to earth when we went to our next spot, Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel. Don't like this place. Get me out! Cracker Barrel, when you're young, is like a mystical place because they have rocking chairs and you can play checkers. That's literally the appeal when you're a child. Oh, I can sit in a rocking chair and play fucking checkers with my grandpa. Cool. You go in there, I fucking hate the general store. I hate the general store. You walk in. Also, they have Halloween decorations up already.
You can buy a store with raven balloon mold.
They have like this sound box of a fucking cat doing like. Why? It's 4th of July! Hello? You can buy 3 skulls with the raven on top of it right now. Is that not fucking odd? You go through and it's just like, goddamn, dude, Cracker Barrel just fucking makes me sad. They have kind of a cool fireplace and they have like the gun atop the fireplace and stuff, but it's this big, huge fucking open room and they're like, hey, we have a special, it's called the campfire. And literally they just give you a plate with tinfoil and you open it and it's corn. Which I want to say, listen, here's the thing. People have days and all that stuff, the service. I'm just going to say service could have been better. Right? Am I wrong?
We hit a bump in the road.
Little bump in the road. There was 3 angels and then there was a human woman. Which that makes it sound a lot worse. I just mean that this person was probably just having a rough day. I'm not going to hold it against them. It was fine. But it was just, you had 3 back-to-back champions. It's rough.
The chocolate milk situation was a little weird.
Nick grabbed his chocolate milk, which also, once again, at all these places, really have to reiterate, he grabbed the woman's hand.
Chocolate milk.
As they were walking away and basically forced them to give him chocolate milk. She gave him the chocolate milk, but it was 2 milk cartons and then a glass. It's like, you couldn't have just poured that in the back and not have me know that this is like a cafeteria milk. Feels a little weird. So then Nick starts chugging it and then she's like, what do you want? What would you like to eat? And she's looking at him while he's chugging it. So he's kind of like sitting there with the glass like this and he's like looking around like, and I know his fucking stomach's a Nazi, he has to shit. So I'm like, we'll do 2 of Mama's Breakfast.
Yeah, I don't love that.
I don't really know if I like that name. Do I like it more than Breakfast Sampler? Sure, at least they committed to something, but Mama's Breakfast? And let me tell you, Mama's Breakfast is 3 gigantic pancakes, and then like the same plate they give you 5 pounds of pancakes on, they cut 2 eggs and some bacon on it. So it's like giant plate, and then also here's this other giant plate, but the presentation is just sad.
Plate was too big, definitely.
Way too big. I mean, I don't know. The food was okay. The pancakes were not bad. They're fine pancakes. If you went to Cracker Barrel, I'd say, just get the pancakes or the tinfoil corn on the cob thing because there's the old guy next to us. Don't worry, we're going to get to him. But the food all itself, I mean, the eggs were undercooked. It was just such a sad, quiet environment. And then next to us, the old guy next to us was sitting there. He was kind of like shaking and he like looked over at us and he just kept, it's just a peripheral thing. If you're watching this, turn your head again. Imagine having that. Keep turning your head. And then he would lift up his corn. Don't look back yet. Turn your head. I said turn! So then halfway through, we were sitting there. We were probably in there, what, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes? Well, Nick took a while because he was shitting again, which I think we have tons of B-roll of that, so don't worry. But halfway through, his wife gets up to leave. She's gone.
The second we sat down, his wife
we
got
were
up.
maybe sat down for 2 to like 5 minutes. She got up and she's like, And I'm like, okay, well, she's definitely gonna let one loose. Big old thing of biscuits and gravy she ate. And I'm like, there it goes, you know what I mean? She sat there and got up and left, and I was like, she's fighting some demons as herself, whatever. Also, what did Nick say? Did he go to the bathroom twice?
Yeah, he said round 2.
Yeah, so so Nick went to the bathroom twice at Cracker Barrel. What happened the first time he went in?
Oh, a young man asked if they were in a band, if you guys are in a band.
Oh yeah, he was like in the bathroom thing, and the guy was like, hey, are you guys in a band? While the guy was washing his hands. And I'm guessing Nick was just squirting and being like, no. And then what happened the second time?
Someone sat down next to him, and he was letting him rip, the 2 of them.
That's right. He was sitting there, and there was a whole symphony of trumpets in the bathroom there. Because yeah, I think he has video footage of it. But the guy sat down next to him and did that truck stop bathroom thing in the toilet, and you hear like afterwards. Fuck. Which when he told me that at first, I thought that he was talking about the old one who was sitting next to us. And I will say we did meet a very nice man who watched our stuff, and he's just like, and he said I controlled fire. Damn you to hell.
Excuse me, are you? Yeah, good. It's good to see you. Good to see you too, bro. I hear it a lot. Yes.
He was very nice though. It was nice. The checkout was nice. We did have to be around the fucking haunting cat for a long time because Nick was shitting his pants. But we paid our tab when we left. All in all, I will say, it felt kind of on par with IHOP for me. Atmosphere-wise and all that kind of stuff. Elderly-wise, oh my God. Oh, and then also, the woman wasn't shitting, she was in the general store the whole time. What did she buy, you're probably wondering, in the general store? A jar of honey. 25 minutes of letting your husband eat corn alone to buy a mason jar of honey. Our bill also was $44.77, which actually beats the most expensive by 2 cents. Cracker Barrel was the most expensive.
Ooh,
not going back there. Just want to say that. What are the points?
Everything got a 2.
So we got 2s across the board.
Except for the elderly, which got a 0.
The elderly got a 0. You have to when you're looking around. Once again, I hate to say it, there were just pockets of them, and I just felt I had this insatiable feeling that they were looking at me the entire time. You know what I mean? Like you're sitting there and you're kind of like eating something, and you look up, like double take. You're like, look up, and like one of them's just across the room like this. And the guy next to us, it's just too much.
I couldn't tell if he was mad at me. He just kept
He was
staring
mad.
at me.
He was mad at everybody. I think it was his wife being gone the whole time.
He may have not seen very many Asian people as well.
It might have been.
You think it was a diversity thing? I didn't know they let Asians in here.
I consider it was for so long. I considered that.
He was mean mugging it for a fucking while.
He was looking at me the entire.
He's probably in World War II.
So
he's probably a veteran.
That's actually.
You son of a bitch. $44. I would not recommend. What are the final points then?
So if we're giving the price a 0, which it probably.
The price should be, I think, is what we gave Bob Evans a 1 for, right?
Yeah.
So I think that it's only fair that we'll give it a 1. It's so
okay.
close.
So
we'll
then that's gonna give us 9 total points.
9 points for Cracker Barrel. I stand by that 100%.
I think that's more than
9 out of 30. That feels completely fair. If anything, I almost want to dock it a few points, but I won't because we've already done it. And then last but not least, we went to Waffle House.
Ooh.
Full 1/4.
Waffle House is American, Midwest, Southern tradition. You can't explain it. It's an anomaly. Is it the best food you've ever had? No. But is it amazing? Yes. Do they have the worst training video and worst system for taking orders?
You also want to tear off a small corner of the cheese and place it on the top of the marker to help you remember that it comes with cheese.
Yes, without a shadow of a doubt. We went into Waffle House, I'll tell you what, it was like right around like 1 or 2, and it was just that golden hour where you got the whole place to yourself. We had a nice waitress, she was probably new, she was great, and this time I threw in a nice little challenge. I have a surprise for Nick in this one. We're each gonna order a chocolate milk, and if we beat him in a chugging contest, you have to order another one. And you have to order 2. 4 chocolate milks for all the boys, 1 for each of the boys. And we did a chug contest, and Nick had to beat all of us. Nick had to win the chug contest, or else he had to chug 2 chocolate milks this time, and they were tall glasses, and god damn it, they were cold. And we went to battle. And he won! He was done first.
Oh my god.
The champ wins.
But you know what? You earned that. You did earn that.
He won the chugathon, and I couldn't do it. It was too fucking cold. I found out how bad I am at chugging there.
It was very cold. I started getting like a little brain freeze going afterwards.
I immediately thought that he was gonna throw up. He like acted really fucking strange, started getting real quiet. And then out of nowhere, he ordered another chocolate milk!
Can I get another glass of milk?
Another chocolate.
And he chugged that one too. He got like 20%, he got it down to like 20%, and it looked like legitimately he was gonna throw up. I told him, I said, get the fuck out of here. Do not throw up at this table, I swear to God. He's like, I'm not! He got up and he chugged the rest, and he went to the bathroom for a long time.
He scurried away.
He scurried away like a little cockroach to the bathroom. Destroyed that pleasantry. And then we got our food quickly too. That food came out fucking quick. And if there's one thing I gotta say, to have a successful breakfast, in my opinion, you gotta do 2 things right. Hey, stop it.
I heard that one from over here.
You gotta do 2 things right. Eggs and hash browns. And let me tell you, you cannot beat Waffle House's hash browns. You just can't. Impossible. You cannot do it.
Coffee was good.
Coffee is fine. I'm not a big black coffee guy, but I will say it was fine. 3, did we give it the coffee a 3?
Yeah.
Coffee was a 3. It was fine. It didn't blow me away. It wasn't as good as Bob Evans, but it's fine. The food was delightful. Waffle, amazing. Bacon, amazing. Hash browns, everything. The food was a 5 out of 5, easily. Just without a shadow of a doubt. It also came out so quick. You wonder, how could you process something so delicious so quickly? Margaret, have you ever had Waffle House?
Oh, yeah. I love it. Not as much as Bob Evans, though. Oh.
So, yeah. The, that threw me off. Wow. It was good. It was very good. The service was very good. The service was a 5 out of 5. Everybody was chatting, having a good time. The ambiance is great. It was just the sound of a restaurant. Food, cooking, the aroma was amazing. It was a 5 out of 5. Elderly people, not one in the building.
Wow.
And why? I wonder why everything else was so good. 5 out of 5. And coffee was a 3. And then the price, 5 out of 5, because, well, we got 6 milks this time, or 5 milks this time, and the total was $34.50.
If you don't count all the extra milks.
Pretty much putting it on par with Denny's, which I will say, it was $1 cheaper, but it was a special they were running, so I don't know if that's year-round. This was just the All-Star special that's been on the fucking menu since day 1. It was amazing, putting our final total at what?
28 out of 30.
28 out of 30, making Waffle House our victor! Which I feel like we all knew this from the beginning, but we had to go. I mean, it's been forever since we've been and like actually done these things, but pretty much if I see it, it's Waffle House, Denny's, Bob Evans, Cracker Barrel, IHOP.
Yeah.
I fucking hate IHOP so much.
Yeah.
I hate IHOP so much. Really, this video was just an excuse to see Nick drink chocolate milk and have diarrhea. There's gonna be, you probably had to sit through a lot of that B-roll, so if you're still here, I appreciate you. Margaret, any final words?
Nope.
What a creative use of our very expensive puppet. All right, guys, we will see you next time. Stay hungry, and hey, go to Waffle House if it's by you. It's fucking awesome. Bye! All right.
Sorry, I got a shit. My stomach hurts. Who among us could have seen this coming?